Welcome to Monty Motors Garage. My name is Brandon, and today we're here to talk about the go-kart again. So I've started recording a video about me disassembling, painting, and everything. That's mostly going to be time lapses. But for this video, I know I haven't been posting, and I said I was going to post everything, you know, on a fairly frequent basis. But it turns out all my footage, I have like a ton of footage, and it's all over the place. So this is going to take me forever to edit, and I'm not done with the first episode yet because I'm going to have everything painted, and then the next episode will be putting everything back together. But in today's mini episode, we're going to go over to my property, and I found out that when I was taking it apart that there's a small crack in the frame about that big, and I really don't want that because if a buyer sees that, they're not going to like that. So I have a welder over my property, and that's what we're going to go do today is weld that up. But first of all, I've never welded in my lifetime. So off of the Lifen, this was the original tail light mount before I made my version that I think I showed you in one of the other videos. I didn't show you how to make it, but so I'm gonna try to get this to have more cracks in it, like beat it with a hammer and stuff, and see if I can just weld it up because I've never done it before. But this is steel, and this will be a good like test piece, you know, learning how to weld and things like that, tacking. So that's what we're gonna be doing today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. But I'm gonna go try to beat this with a frickin' hammer and see if I can get it to crack anymore. Alright, so here's my setup. Basically, I've got a hammer right here. I know it's weak, but I'm going to put this in here and just try to break off like some of these end pieces and some other small things, but I'm going to clamp it down in here and see if we can get some like good cracks right here, because that's what I really want. Okay, that didn't work. Well, we're going to retry. Alright, so I think that's a little bit better. Whoops. Alright, so I think that's a little bit better. I'm just going to hold it with my feet and whack it. You know, guys, I think I figured out. I have a huge bench vise like this big over where the welder is, and I think that's where I'm gonna go because I've been beating the shit out of this with a hammer and got it to bend once. No metal fatiguing. Maybe I'll try just a little bit more, but much more than this. And man, all right, guys. So here we are at the property. As you can see, we have a bunch of stuff in here, and I just realized I left the gas cans in here, and they probably weren't tight. So I'm gonna move these out and try to let the room air out. We're not going to be welding in here, but we don't want anything just to light on fire, and that would be a lot of fun. Oops, got some dirt on the camera. And so, move all this stuff out. But here's the welder. It's just basically an upstep from it. It's a Hossin, or it's an Campbell Hossin, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to get everything set up, and then I'll see you guys when I'm actually welding. Alright guys, so the GoPro took shit on me again. What a freaking surprise. I don't have a camera, so this is going to be what the rest of it's going to be recorded on. I don't know how long that was recording or what it recorded. So it was like 5 minutes into it, and I guarantee that took me 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't know where we're at. But where I was at when I was last trying to record with it was I grinded this all down, and I got ourselves a good ground point down here. So this is all ground down, and I'm going to pull this together and put vice grips on it, so that we can get that kind of close, and so we can weld that in. But yeah, this camera, we're not going to have that good of camera angles because I do not have the mounting stuff for it. So I can hold it right here and tell you what I'm doing, but I can't set it up. So I'm going to try to figure out, jerry-rig something, duct tape it to something, I don't know, and try to get decent camera angles. So I'm going to figure that out, and then we're going to get out the welder and we're going to start. Okay guys, so I had something just really bad happen. I was vice gripping it to the GoPro mount, and I was doing it too tight, so I just shattered the touchscreen. I don't know if it still works at all. So we might just be stuck like this, but I can adjust it a little bit and try to get it as good as I can. Shit, I can't believe I just did that. Luckily it was only a $30 camera, so I'm not out too much, but it doesn't seem like the zoom wants to work, so we're just going to leave it like this, and we're going to have to be in the market for a new freaking camera. So, yeah, GoPro's done. At least this camera's working. Not the greatest quality, and I'm very aggravated right now. But I'm just going to leave this recording as long as I can, and if I have to move it, then I'm not going to. And I'll just show you what I'm doing. So, right now, what I'm going to go grab a pair of vice grips and vice grip that together. Alright guys, so we've got this close, right there. So I'm going to try to turn this around so I don't have to pick up the camera anymore and crack it anymore or do something. So I'm going to try to turn this around and get it in view good enough. This is definitely not vice grip the way you'd want it to be, but I don't really have a choice. So, yeah. Let's see if we can see that. Okay, that's going to be good enough. I'm going to plug this welder in and get it all going. So, alright guys, so we've got some bad news here. All I have is this welding shield, and that's only going to be good for tacking. I do not have a regular welding helmet, but this will protect me at least, so I can see where I'm going to tack, and I can't look while I'm doing this, so I'm going to have to close my eyes. So, alright guys, so today was an utter failure. I do not have any... My brain. Yeah, I was looking at that welding light. I don't feel very good, but I realized that it's time to quit. So, today we destroyed our camera, which is the one that I'm recording on right now. It's cracked. The screen's freaking shattered. I need a welding helmet. So welding is definitely postponed. My uncle might have one that I can use because I am not going to do that anymore. I think I burned my eyes, you know, from the light. So, utter failure today. I bet these tacks won't even, like, here, let's remove these vice grips. I bet, because, like, I couldn't see what I was doing because I was trying to close my eyes. Like, maybe this one and maybe that one will hold it together. But, I mean, those are just shit. And welding didn't go as planned. I started a little tiny fire down here. And so I think we just need, you know, figure something else out. So let's take this off just to see if those little tiny shitty welds break. Well, they're holding it together. Is it still hot? Still very hot. So those welds are holding it together. I'll be in the market for a new camera. This one obviously it's pretty hammered. This was an epic failure. This video will be going up tonight though, just for like a short video for you guys, because with those shitty welds I'm not going to be able to accomplish to weld that up and make it look decent. So, that's being postponed right now. And, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.